where they had a senior member of parliament, right, sleeping, and in parliament having these sort of like heavy discussions about the country moving forward. So there was this picture of this guy, this old guy. He was like literally sleeping, and while the president was sort of, you know, addressing the nation, and this picture had this guy sleeping, and the copy was like, "Don't eat pap after lunch." This is what happens, you know. So it's those, you know, humorous things as South Africans can easily relate to. You know, it goes to that little picture, and it can be easily articulated in a very positive manner.
So something that was, I think, was humorous, but was addressing a real issue. There's, on Sundays, there's hashtag OPW, our perfect wedding. Hashtag OPW is hilarious because it is these over-the-top weddings, and I don't think there's actually one episode which is like a good episode, you know, because I mean that's actually gonna put them out of business because no one's gonna watch it, right? Because they're over the top. There's so many things that actually go wrong with these weddings. But what was very interesting, one of them was there was this guy who essentially was going out with an underage girl. When they first started dating, she was underage, right? I mean, social media highlighted the fact that was statutory rape, and ultimately MultiChoice had to pull that episode. There was no repeat of that episode and was never to be aired again because of the nature of, I don't know if it was an oversight from their perspective when they actually shot and filmed and everything else. I mean, they were just making a film, that there wasn't a real issue that, you know, actually arose from social media. But the way it actually came out of social media was, you know, in the same way that every Sunday, hashtag OPW is just loaded with like jokes, and you don't even have to watch it, like the actual TV show. You just basically go into your feed. Twitter. You just go into your feed, and it's hilarious. So I mean, that was the humor that brought to light a real serious issue around, older men and younger women, and it is quite a commonplace social ill that needs to be addressed, and it was really picked up through that feed that was aimed at the actual program. Exactly, that's the point I was making, to say when MultiChoice, the producers and everyone missed this completely. Even the sponsors, I mean, some sponsors were pressured to actually pull out of the sponsorships.
One of those.
But I think ultimately a lot of people missed it. You know, it was just standard program. We're gonna film this and that, and common. You know, when did you guys start dating? And you know, when is the backgrounds are being set up and everything? Someone there is thinking, working out. Wait a minute. But there's something. That's not right. Yeah. But they figured it out. You know what I mean? And I think it brought to light something that was not right. You know.
I remember even some chick asking, I can't remember her name, asking MultiChoice, SABC and ABSA, that guys, are you guys serious? Like, after you watched the episode before it went live, you saw nothing wrong with it.
They missed it.
And then do ...
But they missed it.
They missed the whole thing.
They missed the whole thing, and I think it's the whole thing that I think it's very important for brands. You know, and then you can do as much behind the scenes research that you can do, but your results are always going to be skewed to one perspective. Yeah. Now, this is exposed to however many active Twitter users are on Black Twitter, who are watching while tweeting, and then what happens is, if there's a comment or interesting statement that gets put on there, you know, people just climb on it, and then actually becomes one of the top tweets in the hashtag, right? And then the more perspectives get added, and I think that was your point as well around, you know, the different perspectives, right? And where the more perspectives get applied, the more minds come into dissecting whatever the statement is and the situation is, you know, the more, you know, it becomes elaborated, the more it gains depth, and then, you know, the more you start seeing it differently, the more you don't see it with that one conditioning, limited horizon that you had, what you used to.